I ride my scooter to work almost every single day. I think it makes everybody's lives a little bit better. I'm saving money and helping the environment out. Recycling changed in the United States, but we were all facing the exact same problem.
Folks were upset and calling us and asking us, where can I take my glass? What do I do now? Why is it being taken out? We started there, just started with simple pop-ups, and really saw a huge response from the community. And that grew into week-long collections places and has kind of ended up where it is now, with us implementing a number of permanent glass collection sites around Allegheny County.
Our owners, Tom and Rob Mullaney, they knew that they needed to do something. So they just set up the bins. And from there, we started collecting glass without a direction of where to go. So from there, we were able to get partnered with Cap Glass here, and the PRC has just been amazing with it.
The Glass Recycling Collaborative was kind of led out by Dormont Borough and a number of South Hills communities. So we worked with Dormont to get grant funding to be able to kind of bring this collaborative to life.
While our focus was our own residents, we knew that this was going to be a regional issue and there was an opportunity for our group to help others. And so we worked with PRC to find a way to make that a viable enterprise.
I contacted PRC a while ago because Dormont, I found out, have a permanent glass recycle dumpster, and I wanted to have one in Oakmont too.
Once we had these containers up in places, we're just seeing each year the tonnage is growing.
Basically, all we had to do was sign the contract and get the dumpster delivered. It was that easy. Residents were very, very happy and ecstatic. They were so happy that we filled the first dumpster up in only 3 weeks, which is 6 tons of glass.
The response from residents has been fantastic. You see it in the numbers.
The glass recycle dumpster is so very easy. All you have to do, bring your glass with the labels and the lids on and dispose of them in the dumpster.
I mean, it's just a really clean process for that bottle. So you drop it in the bin, in your municipality. It goes to a place that kind of color sorts it. And then right from there, it goes to the manufacturer who's going to turn it into a new bottle. And it's that simple.
We feel with the glass collections that we're able to bring attention and awareness to glass recycling, which eliminates the need for making glass from a raw material process.
Local recycling is very important. Plus, if it's local, we're not having the shipping, so you're not trucking it all the way from the cities from the East Coast to us to recycle. I think sometimes manufacturing has gotten a bad label as they're bad for the environment, when really if environment and manufacturing work together, we can have the jobs, we can have the processes, the materials that we need, and we can still live in an environment where we can enjoy the beauty of Western Pennsylvania. The rest of the country can follow.
It is in our best interest to not utilize more resources and just reprocess the ones that we've already used.
We make sure it gets from point A to point B. Point A for us being the collection point. We're only picking up the bins whenever they're completely full. We want to make sure that our fuel consumption is low as possible.
The materials you make glass out of are non-toxic. They're completely naturally occurring. We get a product that we can recycle infinitely.
For our process, that makes us an even more efficient factory to be able to utilize what we call cullet.
We hope to get in 120, 130 tons of that every single day.
So the raw material process will only provide 80% of glass to the end user, while recycling glass will bring 100% recyclable material.
Which means I don't have to use as much energy because I'm only going to heat it up to about 2,100 degrees instead of 2,900 degrees. That means there's no emissions. The glass is already made, so I'm not making something where I'm going to have a leftover exhaust.
So not only are you recycling and reusing something, but now you're also using less energy, less natural resources in order to produce another container.
It's a win-win all around for us in the industry. And it's a win-win for sustainability, energy savings, and emissions and everything.
The consumer, if those bottles make it back into the recycling programs that are out there, it gives us the ability to become more efficient and more sustainable in order to create this very sustainable product. It's important to us because there's many families that have been supported by this business and have put their whole heart and soul into the business itself of making glass.
Owens, Illinois, God love them because they make a quality bottle. a bottle that flows through our machinery, gives us the least amount of issues during the bottling process. We would take our bottles and put them on the line, rinse them out, put them through the bottling machine, which is one of 15 left in the country, gets a label on it, gets a cap on it, goes in a box, and whoop, finds somebody's mouth to make happy, and then hopefully it finds a recycling bin, and in some way, shape, or form would make its way back to Owens, Illinois, for them to melt down and recreate the process.
Where we're reaching out into these communities and saying, okay, we need to just start recycling. You know, can you help us?
These bins that we're providing and we have out in the municipalities, that's the best option. It's absolutely the best option.
You know, we've started in Allegheny County and really would love to see, and kind of are working towards an expansion, you know, into Washington and Lawrence Mercer and other counties to kind of continually create more of like a number of different hubs for glass recycling kind of along the Western PA corridor that could connect with all these glass manufacturers that are in the region.
So anyone at home who's got glass, recycle it, because we can use it.
We feel like it's a very exciting time for glass recycling in this state, and we hope we could kind of set a good model for the rest of the state for people to follow.
There's still so much more we can do to make sure that this area is around for children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren.
The best thing that could happen for glass in the future of glass would be that everybody recycled.
Whatever the product is, it's important that we recycle, but it's most important that we recycle glass. It just helps the environment and it makes us a cleaner state.
You know, as being completely recyclable, we are saving from putting things in a landfill.
But glass containers, if they're properly used and recycled, then they're not filling up our landfills.
The important thing that people need to know is there is a use for glass. 100% of glass recycled is used to make new containers.
No matter how many times you have a glass bottle, it can constantly be made into another glass bottle.
That same bottle becomes that same bottle again. Turns out this is the best recyclable product that we have. It is inert, it doesn't leach into your food and beverages like a plastic can, and it's a better option moving into the future.
Always choose glass, not just for taste, but it's better for the environment.
I would never move away from glass. It screams a higher quality item. It makes it look richer, but it makes it taste richer too. And it keeps the flavor going. I'm a fan of glass, you know?